if the angle it is in the form of n pi by 2 plus theta or n pi by 2 minus theta, where theta can be any integer, you can take it as integer. So it is called as an allied angle. And reciprocal of sine is cosecant, reciprocal of cos is secant. Now if you multiply, you should get the value as 4x squared. If you add, you should get it as a minus 5x. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidhyaashram, Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In the last session, what we have learned solving the problems of the trigonometric functions using the values in the table. And then we have found out the values of the x also. Now, in this session of the chapter number 14, which is nothing but standard angles and then allied angles, and here you are going to have session number 3. So what are the topics under this session you are going to study, dears? It is nothing but problems on trigonometric ratios of the standard angles and also allied angles. Now we'll be giving introduction to the allied angles here, okay? Now, to solve these problems on the trigonometric functions of the standard angles, you have to remember the values of the sine, cos, and then tan, cosecant, and then secant. So let me give you what are the values of the sine under the degrees and the radians. So this is a sine theta, and then this is a cos theta, and tan theta, you know, reciprocal of sine and cos gives you the tan theta. So reciprocal of all this is nothing but what? So reciprocal of sine is cosecant and reciprocal of cos is secant. Reciprocal of tan is cot. You are going to have it as. If you know these two values, it's more than enough. You can calculate remaining trigonometric functions values. Now here I am writing as 0 radian and 0 degree. And then here you are going to have 30 degree, which can be called as pi by 6 radian, and then 45 degree you can call it as pi by 4 radian, and then 60 degree you can have pi by 3 radian, and then you are having 90 degree, you can have it as pi by 2. Okay, so what is sine 0 degree? Sine 0 degree is 0. Sine 30 degree will be is equals to 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Similarly, sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 degree is 1. And the cos will be ulta of the sine. So cos 0 degree is 1. Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. And cos 45 degrees as 1 by root 2 only, and cos 60 degree is 1 by 2, and cos 90 degree will be is equals to 0. What about the tan? Tan will be reciprocal of sine by cos. That is 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3 you are going to have. Again 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 is 1. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 is root 3 you are going to have. And 1 by 0 is nothing but not defined. And reciprocal of sine is cosecant, reciprocal of cos is secant. So if you know only these values, you can calculate remaining also. We'll move on to solving the problems now, dears. What they have asked, if x squared minus 2 plus cosecant squared pi by 4 into x minus 2 secant squared pi by 3 is equals to cos 90 degree, show that x equal to 4 and minus 2. So here let me substitute the values of the cosecant and then secant accordingly. They have given x squared as it is I am writing minus 2 plus. So cosecant squared pi by 4 means cosecant squared 45 degree. Sine 45 degree is nothing but 1 by root 2. Cosecant 45 degree is ulta, which is root 2 whole squared. You are having root 2 whole squared into x minus 2 into secant pi by 3 is nothing but 60 degree. So cos 60 degree you know already it is 1 by 2. So secant 60 degree it will be ulta, which is 2. So therefore I can write it here 2 into 2 squared, because you are having here secant squared, which will be is equal to cos 90 degree you already know, which is 0. So therefore solving this equation I can have, see, x squared minus 2 plus root 2 whole squared is 2 into x minus 2 into 4, which is nothing but 8, will be is equals to 0. So let me further simplify this. X squared, 2 plus 2 is minus 4x, minus 8 will be is equals to 0. Now you can solve this equation. If you multiply, you should get as minus 8x squared. If you add, you should get at minus 4. What are all the roots you are going to have it as? Only one you are going to have it as. It is nothing but 4 2s are 8, correct? So otherwise you can have it as 4 2s are 8, it is not, or 8 1s are 8. But if you add, you should get 4, or if you subtract, you should get 4. If you multiply, you should get minus 8, isn't it? Okay, this you can solve this by the equation of the x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Because you do not have the direct roots, if you multiply, you should get minus 8x squared, and if you add or subtract, you should get minus 4x. You cannot have direct roots, you can solve by this equation. So x will be is equals to a value, no, already here it is nothing but 1. So you can compare ax squared minus plus bx plus c equal to 0. B value is minus 4, a value is 1, and c value is minus 8. Similarly, substitute that. B value is minus 4, minus of minus 4 is plus 4, plus or minus square root of b squared, that is minus 4 whole square, minus b squared minus 4ac. 4 into a is nothing but 1 into c is nothing but minus 8. So divided by, you are having 2 into 1. A value is 1. So 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared is 16. Whether it is minus 4 squared or plus 4 squared, it is 16 only. Minus into minus is plus. 8 4s are, you are having 32. So therefore, divided by 2, here you can have 4 plus or minus square root of 32 plus 16 is 48 divided by 2. Dears, if you solve, you are going to get the answer will be is equal to approximately 5.46 and minus 1.56. So approximately you are equating not the value 4, you can show it as 5. 5.46 will be approximately is equals to 5 only, and this will be is equals to minus 2, because minus 1.56 I can equate it to directly minus 2. Are you getting this one? So this is how you are going to solve the problem. We'll move on to the next problem, that is, if x sine 30 degree cos squared 45 degree cos is equals to cos squared 30 degree into secant 60 degree into tan 45 degree divided by cosecant squared 45 degree into cosecant 30 degree, then show that x equal to 3 root 3 by 4. Let me substitute the value by taking the whole term what they have given, that is x into, so sine 30 degree, you know sine 30 degree is nothing but 1 by 2, isn't it? So 1 by 2 as it is into, you are having cos squared 45 degree, it is 1 by root 2 whole squared, because cos squared you are having is equals to cos squared again 30 degree, which will be is equals to root 3 by 2 whole square into secant 60 degree, you know cos 60 degree will be is equals to 1 by 2, secant 60 degree is 2, so 2 as it is into tan 45 degree is 1 divided by cosecant squared 45 degree, sine squared 45 degree is 1 by root 2, cosecant squared will be root 2, so here root 2 whole square, because cosecant squared you are having into cosecant 30 degree, you know already sine 30 degree is nothing but 1 by 2, so cosecant 30 degree will become 2. So therefore, you can have this will be is equals to x, see 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2 whole square, 1 by root 2 whole squared is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4, which will be implies you can have this 2 to the denominator after taking a square, root 3 whole squared is 3 into 2 divided by this 2 squared, if comes to the denominator it will become 4 into root 2 whole squared is 2 into 2, correct? Now you can cancel here this 4 and this 4 and 2 will get cancelled. You are going to remain with the value x will be is equals to 3 divided by 2. If they have given x squared, it will become as root 3 divided by 4, but here you cannot show it as 3 root 3 by 4 because you are going to substitute the value. Sine 30 degrees 1 by 2 and cos squared 45 degrees 1 by root 2, isn't it? Therefore, by substituting that, you are going to get this value. So it is not 3 by 4. You can have it as 3 by 2 is the answer. Got? Okay, so this is not 3 root 3 by 4. It is 3 by 2 as we have substituted this right answer. We'll move on to the next one. So if x squared cosecant squared 45 degree minus cos squared 90 degree minus 5 cos 0 degree plus tan 0 degree into x plus secant squared 45 degree is equals to 0, then show that x equal to 2 comma 1 by 2. Let me see if this x is equals to the same or we are going to get the different value. So x squared taking the given term into cosecant squared 45 degree is root 2 whole square minus cos 90 degree is nothing but 0. So 0 squared minus 5 into cos 0 degree is nothing but you are having the value 1 plus tan 0 degree is 0 into x plus secant squared 45 degree. You know cos squared is nothing but 1 by root 2. Secant squared is root 2. So root 2 whole square is equal to 0. So let me calculate this one. X squared into, see root 2 whole squared, it will become 2. So 2 minus 0 is 2 only. So 2x squared minus, here 5 into 1 is 5 into x is 5x. Again plus root 2 whole squared is 2 will be is equals to 0. Now if you multiply, you should get the value as 4x squared. If you add, you should get it as a minus 5x. Only the possible case you are having 4 into 1 is 4. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5, isn't it? Minus 4 into minus 1 is plus 4. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So you are having this 2x squared minus 4x minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. You can have this 2x by taking common, 2x into remaining x minus 2. You can take minus common, here remaining is x minus 2 is equals to 0. Now by solving this one, you can take x minus 2 common here. So therefore, if you take here x minus 2 into, you are having it as 2x minus 1, correct? Here minus 1, if it is nothing is there, 2x minus 1. So therefore, which will be equal to 0. Now you can equate x minus 2 is equals to 0 or 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So therefore, x is equals to 2 and 2x is equals to 1. So x will be is equals to 1 by 2. So therefore, you are having x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 1 by 2. What we have asked, we have shown that one. I hope you got this problem how to solve. Okay dears, we'll move on to the next one. So what they've asked, if show that x equal to 7 by 2, if x is secant 30 degree, tan 60 degree plus sine 45 degree into cosecant 45 degree plus cos 30 degree into cot 60 degree. Let me substitute all the values. So x will be is equal to secant 30 degree. Cos 30 degree, you know already it is root 3 by 2. So secant 30 degree ulta, which is 2 by root 3. 2 by root 3 into tan 60 degree, you know already it is nothing but root 3. So root 3 plus sine 45 degree. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2 into cosecant 45 degree. So if sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2, cosecant 45 degree is root 2. Root 2 plus cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2 into cot 60 degree. If tan 60 degree is root 3, cot 60 degree is 1 by root 3. So what and all it will get cancelled here. Let me see. Root 3 will go, root 2 will go, and then here root 3 will go. Therefore, remaining is here 2 plus 1 plus, here it is you are having 1 by 2. So therefore, you can add this one. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 by 2. So 2 3s are, it is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7 divided by 2. So showing the answer x is equals to 7 by 2. I hope you got this problem how to solve by substituting the values of the trigonometric functions. Okay. Okay, dear students, we'll move on to the next problem. What they have asked? They have asked, find the values of cot squared of pi by 6 minus 2 cos squared pi by 3 minus 3 secant squared pi by 4 minus 4 sine squared pi by 6. Now here you can have it as cot squared pi by 6. Pi by 6 means it is 30 degree you are going to have. So therefore cot 30 degree you are having it is, if tan 30 degree, if you are having 1 by root 3, cot 30 degree is root 3. So I can substitute by taking whatever the given condition. So cot 30 degree is nothing but, if tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3, cot 30 degree is root 3. So root 3 whole squared minus 2 into cos squared pi by 3. Pi by 3 means 60 degree. Cos 60 degree, you know it is 1 by 2. Cos squared 60 degree is, you are having 1 by 2 whole squared, right? Minus 3 by 4 into secant squared pi by 4. You know already cos squared pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 whole squared. So secant squared means ulta, which is root 2 whole squared. Minus 4 into sine squared pi by 6. Pi by 6 means it is 30 degree. Sine 30 degree, you know it is 1 by 2. Therefore, sine squared 30 degree is 1 by 2 whole squared. Now let us simplify further, which implies root 3 whole squared is 3 minus 2 into 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4 into root 2 whole squared is 2 minus 4 into 1 by 2 whole squared is 1 by 4. Further simplification gives you 3 minus 2 ones are 2 twos are, which is 1 by 2 minus 2 ones are 2 twos are, which is again 3 by 2, again minus 4 will get cancelled 1. Now by taking the LCM as 2, you can have it as 2 will be the LCM. So 2 3s are 6 minus 1 minus 3 minus 2. So which implies you are having minus 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 4 minus 2, which is nothing but 6 you are having, isn't it? 6 minus 6. 6 minus 6 divided by 2, which will be 0 by 2. So the answer you are going to get for this one, x is equals to 0. I hope you got this problem how to solve. The value of the given problem is nothing but the 0. Okay, I hope you got this problem. We'll move on to the next. What they have asked, find the x from the question they have given. X sine 30 degree cos squared 45 degree is equal to cot squared 30 degree secant 60 degree minus tan 45 degree divided by cosecant squared 45 degree into cosecant 30 degree into cos 60 degree. Now substituting the values of the trigonometric function, sine 30 degree you know already it is 1 by 2 into cos squared 45 degree 1 by root 2 whole squared is equal to cot squared 30 degree. If tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3, cot 30 degree will be root 3. So root 3 whole squared into secant 60 degree. So you know already cos 60 degree is nothing but 1 by 2. So secant 60 degree is 2 into 2 minus tan 45 degree is 1 divided by cosecant squared 45 degree. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Cosecant squared will be ulta root 2 whole squared into having cosecant 30 degree. You know sine 30 degree is what? 1 by 2. Cosecant 30 degree will be is equals to 2 into cos 60 degree. So cos 60 degree you know already the value will be equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So therefore, by simplifying further, x into your 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2 whole squared, it will become 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4, which implies root 3 whole squared is 3 into 2. Now divided by, see, now you can have it as this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Otherwise, this 2 you can bring, here minus 1 is there. This 2 you can bring it to the numerator. Therefore, which will become into 2 divided by root 2 whole squared is nothing but 2 into 2. Correct? So, which implies you can have x into 1 by 4 is equal to, now what is 3 into 2? 3 into 2 is 6. 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 into 2 you are having 5 into 2 divided by, you are having 2 into 2, which is nothing but 4. Now this 4 will get cancelled. So x will be is equal to 5 into 2, which is nothing but 10. So x value you are going to get it here 10. I hope you got this problem how to solve. Okay dears, we'll move on to the next one. Next is nothing but you are having the signs of the trigonometric ratios. What do you mean by the signs of the trigonometric ratio? The trigonometric functions of any angle are already defined, as you know already we have defined in the first session, which is sine theta is equal to y by r. I can write it here for your reference. Sine theta is y by r and cos theta is x by r, and also tan theta, it is nothing but sine by cos, which will become x by y. In the right angle triangle, if you are taking as the adjacent side is x and the opposite side is y, and the the hypotenuse is nothing but the r radius you are taking. So you are going to get like this: sine theta is y by r, cos theta is x by r, and tan theta is x by, you are going to have it as y. And reciprocal of sine is nothing but r by y, which is cosecant. Secant is r by x. Cot is y by x. Understood? That you have to remember, and others are reciprocal of these what I have told. Now since r is always a positive, because why? Distance is always positive. Whatever you take the right angle triangle, this distance will be always a positive distance, okay? Because you cannot measure the distance in a negative angle or negative whatever you are going to take it as the square units. So the algebraic sign of these numbers depends on the x and y only. It will not depend on the r, because r always positive only you are going to take it as. Now let us consider the different position of the terminal ray of an angle. Now I am going to consider what happens if it is in the first quadrant. Okay, now here you are having x is positive, y is also positive, r always positive you are going to take it as, because it is a distance. Now here I am going to measure as, let p of x comma y be a point on the first quadrant. Therefore x-axis will be measuring the x and the y will be measuring the opposite, and this hypotenuse will be having the radius. So what is here? Sine theta will be is equals to, you know, sine theta will be is equals to, which is nothing but, so positive of the y and positive of the r, which is nothing but y divided by r. Y also positive, as you know in the diagram, and r also positive. Therefore sine theta will become totally positive in the first quadrant. Now we'll move on to similarly the cos theta. You know cos theta is nothing but, it is x divided by r. Now you can see x is positive here, so I am writing positive, and r is always positive. So positive by positive is positive. So cos theta is also positive in the first quadrant. Similarly, what about tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but you are having, tan theta is y by x, sin theta by cos theta, that is y by x only, not x by y. So y by x, which is y is positive and x is positive, therefore this is also positive. Okay, so you're having here also positive. So therefore if sine theta, cos theta, tan theta are positive, what about the reciprocal? Reciprocal are cosecant theta positive, secant theta positive, cot theta positive. So in first quadrant all are positive. So here all are positive. All are positive means all trigonometric functions are positive. What? Sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, cot. Okay. We'll move on to the next diagram, which if the terminal ray, it is in the angle lies in the second quadrant. This is called the second quadrant. So what about the negative? Negative will be x and y will be positive. R always it will be positive. You are going to have it as. What about the sine theta? So sine theta, you can have it as, which will be is equals to y divided by r, which is y is positive, correct? So r is nothing but positive, you can have it as, so positive by positive, which will become positive. Therefore in the second quadrant sine theta is positive in the second quadrant. Remember, And then what about cos theta? Let me do it now. Cos theta is x by r. You know, x is nothing but here in the second quadrant negative. So this is negative and r is always positive. Negative by positive gives you negative. Remember dear students, cos theta is negative in the second quadrant. Are you getting? Similarly, tan theta will calculate. Tan theta is nothing but y by x. Y is nothing but you know already it is positive and x is nothing but it is negative. Positive by negative is nothing but negative. Remember dears, tan theta is nothing but negative in the second quadrant. Therefore, what about the reciprocal? If sine theta is positive, cosecant theta is also positive. Cosecant theta is positive in the second quadrant. If cos theta is negative, reciprocal of cos is secant. So secant theta is negative in the second quadrant. Tan theta is negative, therefore reciprocal of tan is cot theta. So cot theta also negative. Understood? So this you have to understand. Which are all positive in the second quadrant? Only the possible cases sine and the cosecant are positive in the second quadrant. Let me write here, only sine function and then cosecant function are positive in the second quadrant. Remaining all are negative. You can observe your cos theta is negative, tan theta is negative, secant is negative, cot is negative. Understood? That you have to remember. We'll move on to the third quadrant. What happens? Third quadrant, you know, x is negative, y is also negative, but r is positive. You are going to always. So this is third quadrant and this is a theta. You can take it as, let me calculate sine theta. Sine theta, you know that it is y by r, which will be is equal to, see, y is negative. See, you are having y is negative, but r always positive. Negative by positive is negative. So sine theta will be negative in the third quadrant. What about the cos theta? Cos theta is x by r. X is nothing but you know already this quadrant it is a x is negative. So negative divided by r always positive. Negative by positive is negative only. So cos theta also negative in the third quadrant. We'll calculate tan theta. Now tan theta is nothing but y by x. What is y? Y is negative. What is x? X is also negative in the third quadrant. Therefore negative by negative it will be positive. Correct? It will get cancelled. So tan theta it is positive in the third quadrant. What about the reciprocal? If sine theta is negative, what about cosecant theta? It is negative. So cosecant theta is negative in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Remember dear students, this is very important. And then secant theta. If cos theta is negative, what about secant theta? Reciprocal of secant, 1 by minus 1, which is minus 1 only. So it is negative in the third quadrant. What about cot theta? Yes, your guessing is right, dears. If tan theta is positive, what about cot theta? Positive only. So which are all positive in the third quadrant? Remember these two. What are all that? Tan theta and cot theta are only positive in the third quadrant. Remaining all are. That means sine, cos, cosecant and secant are negative in the third quadrant. Therefore, here only tan and cot are positive. Remaining all are negative. Okay. So you come to know now in the first quadrant all are positive. In the second quadrant sine and reciprocal of sine is cosecant is positive in the second quadrant. Remaining all are negative. And in the third quadrant by the solving here tan and cot you are getting positive. Remaining all are negative. Now we'll move on to the fourth quadrant. What happens? Fourth quadrant dears, x is nothing but the positive, y is negative, r always positive you are taking. So the diagram will be like this. Let me calculate what happens to sine of the sine theta. Sine theta you can have it as y by r. You know already y is nothing but negative here. So negative divided by r always positive. Negative by positive is negative. So in the fourth quadrant sine is negative. Let me calculate cos. Cos will be is equal to x divided by r. You know dears, x is positive here. Positive divided by r always positive. So you are going to take it as positive. Positive by positive is positive only. So therefore cos theta is positive in the fourth quadrant. This is important. fourth quadrant. Okay, now let us calculate tan theta. Tan theta is equal to y by x. You know y is negative and x is positive. Negative by positive always gives you negative. Therefore, tan theta is negative in the fourth quadrant. What about the reciprocal? If sine theta is negative, cosecant theta is negative only. So, cosecant theta will be negative. Similarly, if cos theta is positive, what is secant theta? Yes, positive. So, secant theta will be positive. This is important. And then, if tan theta is negative, cot theta is also negative. Cot theta is negative. Therefore, here what are all positive? Only cos theta and secant theta are positive. I am writing here cos theta and secant theta, that is cos and secant are positive. In the case of the fourth quadrant, remaining all are negative. Now you come to know, in the first quadrant all are positive. In the second quadrant, sine, reciprocal of sine, cosecant is positive. And in the third quadrant, tan and reciprocal of tan, cot is positive. And in the fourth quadrant, cos, reciprocal of cos, secant is positive in the fourth quadrant. Remaining all are negative respect to the quadrant. Understood? So this you have to remember. How to remember? Here I have given signs of the trigonometric. All are positive in the first quadrant. Only sine and cosecant are positive in the second quadrant. That is AS. Sine, AS means sine, reciprocal of sine is cosecant. A means all. So here, in the third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive. I have taken only tan is nothing but t. And here in the fourth quadrant, cos and reciprocal of cos is positive. I have taken is c. So I can write it as here A, yes, T, C rule. All students take coffee, or all silver tea cups. If you want, you can remember like that. That is a methodology we are giving you to remember. All are positive, sine, cosecant positive in the second quadrant, tan, cot is positive in the third, and cos, secant is positive in the fourth quadrant. Understood? This is how we are going to have it as. We'll move on to the next one is nothing but the allied angles. What do you mean by allied angle? If theta is any angle which take the angles of n pi by 2 plus or minus theta. If this is in the form of this, okay, it is called, where n is any integer, are called allied angles. If the angle it is in the form of n pi by 2 plus theta or n pi by 2 minus theta, where theta can be any integer, you can take it as integer. So it is called as an allied angle. Now here, hence minus theta, 90 plus or minus theta, that is 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta. 180 plus or minus theta, 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta. 270 plus or minus theta, 360 plus or minus theta, etc. are all called allied angles. Now what is this? See here, in the first quadrant, always dear students, here this is a first quadrant. This is a second quadrant. This is a third quadrant. This is a fourth quadrant, right? Now here from the first quadrant, you are going to measure from 0 degree to 90 degree. First quadrant always it will be between 0 to 90 degrees. So second quadrant you are having 90 to 180 degree. And the third quadrant you are having 180 degree to 270 degree. And the fourth quadrant you are having 270 degree to 360 degree. Okay, it will rotate again. Are you getting this one? So you can measure it in a radian also. 0 to pi by 2. 90 degree is named as pi by 2. And pi by 2 to 180 degrees nothing but you can name it as pi. And 270 degrees pi to 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2. And then 360 degrees 2 pi. Okay, this you have to remember. This is very important. Okay. First quadrant is 0 to 90 or 0 to pi by 2. Second quadrant is 90 to 180 or pi by 2 to pi. Or third quadrant is 180 to 270 or pi to 3 pi by 2. And fourth quadrant is 270 degree to 360 degree or 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Understood? This is very important. And you know which are all positive trigonometric functions, which are all negative in the first, second and third and fourth quadrant respectively. Now we'll move on to the trigonometric functions of minus theta and or 360 minus theta. See here dear students, minus theta is reference to 360 minus theta only. Understood? So therefore you are having, let P of xy be any terminal ray of an angle of a minus theta. Construct an angle in the first quadrant always. Choose the Q on the terminal ray of the theta such that OQ is equal to OP, means the radius is equals to. Then from the figure we can have, see, this is a figure, this minus theta we have taken, and here OP will be is equals to OQ, which is you are going to have it as radius. Understood? Here if we want to calculate the sine theta, that is nothing but here you know that MP will be is equals to minus MQ, correct? So because negative of this one will be is equal to negative into negative will become positive. Now you can have what is sine of minus theta. Sine of minus theta will be is equals to y divided by r. If you calculate in the OQR, and then OPM if you calculate, which will be is equals to y by r, that is MP divided by, you can have it as here QM divided by y by r OQ, correct? Which will be implies in this MP divided by, this is nothing but OP, correct? So sine of minus theta will be always here will be equal to minus sine theta. Here you can have it as, see, this is minus MQ because you are having here negative. Therefore you can have it as which will be is equal to minus sine theta. Similarly, cos of minus theta, let me calculate. Cos of minus theta will be is equal to, see what is cos theta? X divided by r. If you calculate here x divided by r, that is OM divided by OQ. OM is positive, OQ is also positive, which will be is equals to, again if you calculate here OM divided by x divided by r, OP. Again OM by OP only, which is positive only. So cos theta only, it is plus cos theta. Understood? Be careful, here cos of minus theta is plus cos theta because positive by positive in both the ray also you are getting. This is a ray and this is a reflected ray. In both the ray also you are getting OM by, you are having OQ, OM by OP you are having. If you want you can write it here, which is OM by OP. OM by OP is also positive there. Therefore cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. What about tan of minus theta, which is, you can have it as minus sine theta by cos theta, which will be is equal to minus tan theta. So therefore, which is nothing but y by x, you can write it as minus y by x, right? So according to that, here you can write it as y by x. That's it. MP divided by OM or MQ divided by OM, you can have it as, which is negative. Negative by positive is always negative only, you can take it as. So here negative by positive, which is tan of minus theta, not tan theta. Tan of minus theta is always minus tan theta. What about the reciprocal then, DS? Reciprocal will be is equal to, see, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, means cosecant of minus theta will be minus cosecant theta, right? Similarly, you are having cos of minus theta is plus cos theta, means secant of minus theta will be plus secant theta. Similarly, cot of minus theta will be minus cot theta. Remember this, this is very important. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. A trigonometric functions of 90 minus theta. What about sine of 90 minus theta? What about cos of 90 minus theta? Here I have taken, let P of xy be any point on the terminal ray, and OPM is a theta, this one, and POM, this one, POM. Here this is m, it is nothing but 90 minus theta, you are going to have it as. Therefore this is OPM is theta and POM is 90 minus theta. Okay, this angle and this angle. Therefore what is sine of 90 minus theta? Sine of 90 minus theta will be is equal to, you know, this angle you can take it as y and x, and this is r. So you know sine of 90 minus theta is nothing but y divided by r, which is nothing but a pm divided by, which is nothing but OM, you can write it as OP, correct? OP, which is nothing but you are going to have it as, Here, in place of 90 minus theta, it is ulta, which will become x divided by r, because 90 minus theta like this you are taking, ulta. Therefore, which will become cos theta, right? Cos theta according to the diagram. Now, sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. What about cos of 90 minus theta? Cos of 90 minus theta, which will be is equal to, cos of 90 minus theta is nothing but x divided by r, that is OM divided by OP, which will be is equals to, now if you take it as for theta, it will become what? Ulta. Ulta is nothing but negative, that is minus y by r, it will take it as. For the theta, if you take it as sine, so it will become here minus sine theta. Okay. Then what about tan of 90 minus theta? Tan of 90 minus theta is always, that is you are having, that is sine of 90 minus theta by cos of 90 minus theta. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta divided by cos of 90 minus theta is minus sine theta, which will be is equal to minus cot theta. So tan of 90 minus theta is minus cot theta. Therefore, what about the reciprocals? Reciprocals I can write it as cosecant of 90 minus theta, which will become, if sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, cosecant of 90 minus theta is secant theta, right? Similarly, secant of 90 minus theta, which is minus cosecant theta, because cos of 90 minus theta is minus sine theta, therefore secant of 90 minus theta is minus cosecant theta. What about cot of 90 minus theta? Cot of 90 minus theta is minus tan theta. If tan of 90 minus theta is minus cot theta, cot of 90 minus theta is minus tan theta. This you have to remember. Hope you understood this one by the diagram. Okay dears, we'll move on to the next is trigonometric functions of 90 minus theta. Let P of x comma y be any point on the terminal ray. Here I have taken let OPM be theta. This one OPM, this is m by theta, and POM, this is POM is nothing but 90 minus theta. This is one angle, this is one angle. Now what is sine of 90 minus theta? See here, sine of 90 minus theta, which is nothing but you are having PM divided by OP, isn't it? According to the diagram. So here PM divided by, so PM, that is nothing but y divided by r. So r is nothing but you are having OP. Now if you see according to the theta, it will be ulta. It is nothing but OM divided by OP you are having for the theta, not for 90 minus theta. It will become ulta, which is nothing but the cos theta. Therefore, sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. What about cos of 90 minus theta? Cos of 90 minus theta is nothing but here x by r, that is OM divided by OP, but if you take for the theta, it will be ulta, which is nothing but PM divided by OP, which is sine theta. Therefore, here you are getting sine theta. What about the tan of 90 minus theta then? So, tan of 90 minus theta, which is nothing but sine of 90 minus theta by cos of 90 minus theta, that is cos theta divided by sine theta, which you are getting it as cot theta. Now dears, if sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, what is cosecant of 90 minus theta? So cosecant of 90 minus theta will be is equal to secant theta, correct? Similarly, what is secant of 90 minus theta? Secant of 90 minus theta. If cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta, secant of 90 minus theta is cosecant theta. Similarly, what is cot of 90 minus theta? If tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta, cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. Ulta. I hope you understood this one. Okay, you have to remember this one. Sine of 90 minus theta always falls to the first quadrant. 90 minus theta and theta will be in the first quadrant, remember. We'll move on to the next one. What about the functions of 90 plus theta? Let the figure it will be here. 90 plus theta means it will be for the second quadrant. 90 plus theta, 90 degree plus theta degree. What is theta degree? Any angle, 1 degree, 91 degree, where 91 degree will falls in the second quadrant only. So 90 plus theta will fall to the second quadrant. Understood? So here, what about OP is equal to OQ? You can have it as this OP and OQ are the same ray you can have, and PM is equals to ON. See, this is PM will be is equals to the ON, you can have it as, okay, and then OM is equal to QN, right? So OM will be is equals to, this OM will be is equals to QN, you can have it as. Okay, this is very important what I have taken here according to the diagram. So here sine of 90 plus theta. What is sine of 90 plus theta? You can calculate 90 plus theta here will be is equals to, this is Y and this is R. Therefore, QN by OQ. QN by OQ. Which will be is equal to, here if it is moves here ulta, because according to PN is ON and OM is QN I have taken. Therefore, what it will become here? 90 plus theta will become cos theta. Here it will become X by R, which is nothing but cos theta. Similarly, what is cos of 90 plus theta? Cos of 90 plus theta will be becoming here 90 plus theta if you measure here, which is ON divided by OQ. But here ON, you know that it is nothing but PM, here PM, and then OQ is nothing but you are going to have it as here OP. But OP is negative, here you are having X is negative, therefore which will become sine theta. So here minus sine theta. Understood? So here you can have it as, next is tan of 90 minus theta. Tan of 90 plus theta, not minus theta. Tan of 90 plus theta is sine of 90 plus theta by cos of 90 plus theta, which is cos theta by sine minus sine theta. So which will be is equal to minus cot theta. So what will be the reciprocals? Reciprocals, so that is cosecant of 90 plus theta will be is equal to secant theta. Similarly, secant 90 plus theta will be is equal to minus cosecant theta, right? Because sine theta it is becoming, here cosecant will become secant, secant will become minus cosecant. So cot of 90 plus theta. If sine of 90 plus theta is minus cot theta, cot of 90 plus theta is minus tan theta. This you have to remember. Understood? So we'll move on to the next, how we are going to write it as in terms of 360 plus theta, 360 minus theta. Similarly, you are going to have it as sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta. 180 minus theta always falls in the second quadrant. Remember, see this is the first quadrant. Theta and 90 degree. So 90 minus theta and theta will falls in here only. Okay. And here 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta and then 180 minus theta always falls in the second quadrant. In the third quadrant, 180 plus theta and 270. Okay. 270. Here 180 only. 180. 270 degree. Again here 270 plus theta and 360. 360 minus theta also falls in the fourth quadrant only. Are you getting? 360 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, 360 plus theta, 360 plus theta will falls in the first quadrant. That you have to remember. So here sine of 180 minus theta is plus sine theta, cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, tan of 180 minus theta is minus tan theta, and cot of 180 minus theta is minus cot theta, and secant of 180 minus theta is minus secant theta. And similarly, for positive of the 180 plus theta, respective sine theta will be cos of 180 plus theta is minus cos theta, tan of 180 plus theta is plus tan theta, cosecant of 180 plus theta is minus cosecant theta, secant of 180 is secant theta, cot 180 plus theta is cot theta. Similarly, for 270 and then plus theta of 270, 360 plus theta minus theta also. Now, how you can remember all this, ma'am? Just simple, ma'am, you are going to have it as see in, remember this one, in sine of 90 and then 180, you are going to have it as sine will be, see, what is sine of 90 minus theta? 90 minus theta is cos. 90 plus theta is cos only you are going to have it as. See here I am writing that in case of 90 and then 180, 90 and 270, sine will be changing as cos, cos will be changing as sine. Okay, so in case of this one, so in case of 90 and then 270, okay, sine changing as cos, cos will be changing as sine. In case of what? 90 and then 270. In case of 180 and then 360, whatever, 360 plus theta or 360 minus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, sine will be sine only, sine will be sine only, cos will be cos only. Okay, cos will be cos, sine will be sine in case of 180 and then 360. Now let us see now how we are going to calculate here. What is sine of 90 minus theta? Sine of 90 minus theta. In case of 90, sine will change it as cos. First write down that. Sine is cos. But in sine of 90 minus theta, in the second quadrant, 90 minus theta falls in which? In the first quadrant. So all are positive in the first quadrant only, correct? So sine is positive in the first quadrant. So cos theta is also positive. Here, this symbol. Okay, positive. Depending on this, which quadrant it will fall, you have to calculate. So let me calculate now sine of 90 plus theta. Okay, in case of 90, sine will be changing as cos. Write down that first, cos theta. But what cos? In second quadrant, sine is positive or negative? Yes, so obviously it is positive. So that only here positive cos theta only. Understood? Similarly, you can calculate it for 180 and then 270. Let me calculate for sine of 270 minus theta. What happens here? So here sine will be cos in case of 270. Therefore, sine cos theta you write down. But 270 minus theta, sine 270 minus theta, which quadrant it will fall? Third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine is positive or negative? It is negative. Therefore, you are going to write it as negative cos theta. How easier to remember? So, in place of 270 and 90, sine will be changing as cos, cos will be changing as sine. Depending on this, which quadrant it will fall, this sine will be changing. That you have to remember. Now let me calculate for sine of 180 minus theta. Sine of 180 minus theta means in case of 180, sine will be sine only. Write down sine theta first. Okay, then you depend on the sine. Sine of 180 minus theta falls in second quadrant. Second quadrant, this sine is positive. So here it will become positive. Understood? Similarly, what is cos of 180 minus theta? Now, cos in place of 180, it will become cos only. But in 180 minus theta, which falls in the second quadrant, cos is negative. That's it. Okay. Is that easier to remember? Similarly for 360 also, 360 minus theta and 360 plus theta also. 360 plus theta falls in the first quadrant, 360 minus theta falls in the fourth quadrant. That's it, dears. How easier to remember all this allied angles. I hope you got this session how to remember the trigonometric functions of the allied angles. And then what will be, how we are going to solve the problems on these allied angles will be seen in the next session. So thank you, dears. Have a nice day.